out of it, we've had Wet, a documented journey that was a national tour. And a film at CTG. We've had memoirs written. We've had plays come out of it. We have had lots of art. We also tell story through visual art and video. So there's a lot that's come out of this program. If you can, and when you can, please support us. losangeles.org. Thank you. I went to a lot of PBS. I like that. People like you. Thank you. So without any further ado, Alex Alpharaoh.
I'm gonna be like Elliot and be like, you got money to keep the programming going. Okay, if you're still here and you're listening to this, because you are a subscriber, right? Anyways. Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Alex Alpharaoh, and a true story. Yeah, I was just talking with Brenda Banda 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I took the stage here with nothing more than a piece of paper, voice recorder, and some bullet points, and I told the story of what happened to me. And the journey that I had taken in risking my freedom in order to stay here in California, which is my home. And I did it with the support of Liz. I did it with the support of True Story. I did it with the support of ESTLA, because this has been my artistic home for many, many years now. I did my first professional gig at ESTLA when I was still a college student, about 2008 or 9. So it feels like it's coming full circle. It feels like I've never left, like this is home. And so I'm so honored and privileged to share with you all the work that the students from the No Front Actors Workshop are doing. These are folks that have been writing their own material. They have been exploring different concepts, different styles, different techniques. We've been learning about solo performances throughout the Americas, throughout the decades. We've learned about artists like Whoopi Goldberg, John Leguizamo, Danny Hawk. We've explored themes of racial justice, sensitive themes like the ones that you're going to hear today. We've talked about family, about home, about reunification. So there's going to be a lot of vulnerability that you're going to experience today. And with that said, I don't want to keep this going. You guys ready to hear some stories? Yeah. To introduce to you all my good friend and dear colleague and member of QRA from the Streets to the Set. Give it up for Robert Anaya.
Robert, why don't you speak Spanish? Because, tía, I don't have to. Grandma said I don't, so why should I? Porque eres mexicano. You are Mexican, you need to. But, tía, I'm not Mexican. Grandma said I'm American, and Americans don't have to speak Spanish. Ay, mijo, vas a ver. You're gonna see why you need to. No, I won't speak Spanish. I won't speak Spanish. I won't speak Spanish. Why? Because there's no need. Speaking Spanish isn't a part of the American dream. So they say. Speaking Spanish was never meant for me. The American dream is the land of liberty, if you are white. The American dream is the land of opportunity, if you are white. The American dream is where you will succeed, only if you are white. Those were the thoughts that were locked inside my mind of faults. Between the world of brown and white, for the majority of my life, I chose to color what I thought was right. Pushing away the color of brown that would have turned this frown upside down. Mi güero, is what my grandma would say. Ay, mijo, te ves muy lindo. So handsome, mi white boy. I hate to admit, I love that shit. It made me feel like I was infinite. Growing up in the American dream, you never saw the BIPOC on TV. I said to myself, if I don't act like them, if I don't speak like them, if I stay light and not dark, then I had the chance to lead and succeed away from the hood of Echo Park. I know. You probably hate what I'm saying. What kind of game is this guy playing? Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know. Because in this world, I've always been stuck in between two roads. You see, I wasn't always like this. I used to be proud and prideful as a Mexican American. Viva la raza, si se puede! Viva la raza, si se puede! But that all changed when I was 7. What are you? What am I? Oh, I know this answer. I asked my mom, and she told me I am Mexican American. You're Mexican? That's not true. No, it is. I was in the United States of America. My grandparents were from Mexico. Guanajuato, Aguascalientes, Sonora, and Jalisco. But if you're Mexican, why are you white? A Mean Girls reference coming to life. But unlike Katie Heron, I didn't let that shit slide. Can you believe he said that, Mom? Is he right? Baby, don't listen to them. You know who you are. That's what's right. Too late. I already took the bait. My mind began to race, flooded by doubt and hate. Ha! You think you're Mexican? Robert, look at me and look at you. I'm Mexican. You ain't brown, you ain't son. Son, when I found out your mom was pregnant, all I hoped for was that you came out light. And you did, so I'm glad about that. Hey, oh, what are you doing here? You don't belong here, Insane. Go to the west side where you belong or you'll get shot. You ain't brown, but fool. I take advantage of that shit. You know what they say? Make it till you make it. So I did. August 2016, Ithaca College, East Coast, upstate New York. A chance to gain knowledge and embrace what others have acknowledged what my American dream is. I made it out. And this became a chance for me and my family to buy ourselves a house. But I'm not gonna lie. The culture shock was surreal. I realized that I never surrounded myself with actual whites. In order to rid that despair, to help me move forward, I followed the advice of one of my favorite movies, Pitch Perfect, by going to the club fair. Hi, I'm Rebecca. Would you like to audition for our a cappella group? I'm okay, thanks. I didn't want to follow it. Yo, bro, you're looking fit. Want to join our rugby team? Nah, man, I'm good. I wanted to keep my head on. Hi, would you like to join our math, please? I'm not good at math. AP Cal was my burnout. And just when I was about to run from this insanity, I saw heaven, my safe haven, the Afro society. Hey man, is this closed specifically for Afro Latinos or can you just be Latino too? No, yeah, bro. You don't have to be both. All right, cool. Can I just put my email down or, yeah. Actually, no way. I'm sorry, but what are you? Oh, what am I? I'm Mexican. Oh, all right then, man. Sure, yes. I never got the email. Thankfully, I adjusted somewhat. Found some white friends to blend in. And they never asked what I was, so it was nice, kind of. I still felt empty. I felt I couldn't actually be me. Call grab. Hola, chica, ¿qué tal? How are you? Estoy bien. I'm good. I'm just studying. See, grandma, see, I'm gonna be a doctor, lawyer, or whatever. See, we're gonna make a lot of money. Yeah, grandma, for the house. Truth is, I didn't know what to do. What my family wanted. You never really heard them say, do it. You know? As I seek out my muse, I discovered something pretty cool. A tour to an eco village. So I booked it, took the bus, and thought to myself, maybe my muse in life is life itself. I was until. And that's the end of the tour. Excuse me, Miss Miller? What are those? Oh, those? You know what those are. Those are tomatillos. When your family makes the salsa. Clocked. I got clocked. Thank you all for coming. If you're interested, we have this program where you can sign up and learn more and even get college credit. Just write down your emails. Sweet. Oh, you're going to sign up? Yeah. Is that okay? Oh, of course. I never got the email.
That was great. That was great. Thank you, Robert. I really appreciate it. So a little bit about what we've been doing. The No Fronts Actors Workshop came out of necessity. It came from the need to support members of the community. I'm blessed to have a partnership and a friendship with an incredible woman named Bernice Molina, who's in the audience today. She started her organization, her groups for underrepresented artists, URA, also known as the Streets of the Set. And she was looking for ways to get her team, her crew, her staff, her artists away from the background and towards the camera. And just having a very conversation. And I proposed the idea of just hosting a workshop because I recognize that I am privileged because I got an opportunity to go to college and I got an opportunity to train and to learn. And so that was the seed that sparked this whole thing. And so now, we are committed individually and collectively in the work that we're doing to support, create a bridge between underrepresented artists and people that are coming from communities that are underserved and connecting them with industry professionals so they may launch their own career so that they can really move the streets to the set. So thank you for being here. And now another special guest who is gonna show you what he can do lyrically. I love this man's work. He's been a good friend and been supportive of the work that I've been doing for a long time. My old theater company produced one of his plays back in 2014 or something like that. 15, yeah. Please give it up for Joe Hammer.
River was flowing, with the breeze blowing. The twilight was splashing the clouds like dark blood. A lonely fire rifle, crouched on my knees by some trees in the mud. I knelt by the river, caressing the trigger, in time with the water caressing the shore. Cold metal caressing, cold feelings depressing. Susanna, I'll never caress anymore. The shadows were merging, the twilight submerging, a whippoorwill wailing away in the tree. A sickening feeling just waiting and feeling the clammy cold mud on my knee. Old Billy was coming. Old Billy was running. He seemed to be running as quick as he could. The old man was wheezing. He hardly was breathing, although for his age, he ran pretty damn good. Been years since I've seen him, this broken old cage, and the closer he got, the more rotten the reek. I stood in surprise, and oh, how I despised him. I pointed my gun and I started to speak. Now listen, old Billy, you owe me blood money, you sorry old coon ass. I'm sorry to say your life ain't worth nothing. Your money's worth something. You're going to pay, or you're going. I dreamed a long time that you'd pay for your crime. While locked up in prison, I heard what you did. Now go get your money. You're going to pay me. You buried Susanna, drowned Katie, our kid. He smiled. Wild, laughing at death as if life were a joke. Then suddenly sneering, eyes angry and tearing, and shaking his fist in my face as he spoke. Who's saying I killed her? Yeah, don't pull the trigger and damn me to hell where I'm going to go. I'll tell you the story. You shoot, you'll be sorry. I'm innocent. You listen, you know. I'll teach you a lesson. And no, I won't listen. You listen, oh Philly. You pay me or I die. See, Kate was my daughter. You dropped in no water. The tears on a grave are the waves that pass by. What tears? He was mumbling and grunting and rumbling and grinning, displaying his broken brown teeth. How much is she worth? All blood blended by her. My money is as green as a funeral wreath. You put down your weapon. You'll hear how it happened. That's right. Set it down and I'll tell you a tale. I'll kill you, old Billy. Oh no, you won't kill me. You'd rather be rich than be rotting in jail. Susanna, my daughter. You chased her, caught her. But you didn't want her. You wanted my wealth. You used her, abused her, depressed her, confused her. You gave her a child and ruined her health. You married and left her a child. You left her for whoring and drinking. You went far astray. Susanna gave birth to a baby who's worth far more than the money you want me to pay. Oh, sure, I went for it when life got too boring. But I loved your daughter far more than you did. I'm weak in a bed, but you know, Dad, you're evil, old Bill. Why'd you kill my poor kid? The baby was crying. Susanna was dying. Her heart was diseased, boy. A heart that you broke. She sat by the river, feet in the water. Your name was the very last word that she spoke. She sat by the river, her feet in the water. She waited and waited, but you never came. Just sitting there, waiting and cursing and hating. Imagine the pain. If not you, who's to blame? How about the damn jury that said I was guilty for stealing a car to come back to my wife? They locked me away for 9 years till today. It's what you'll pay with your money or life. It's my fault you slaughter your daughter's own daughter. You murdered my daughter because your daughter died. That's not how it happened. You shut up and listen. Before your wife died, I was there by her side. She sat by the river, feet in the water. Her heart was diseased, boy. Her heart you destroyed. Susanna was dying and baby Kate crying. Go back to the booze and the whores you enjoy. I'll go when I'm rich, you old son of a bitch. But they get ditched and you choose not to pay me. You sorry, old coon ass. I'll kill you as soon as you say you won't pay. So you better obey me. You think I believe you won't shoot me and leave as soon as I pay you the money you crave? No, I get shot if I pay you or not. You call. So I happily lie in my grave. Oh, what are you saying? What game are you playing? Playing your rather get shot to be saved? You must have gone crazy refusing to pay me. You're brave. Really depraved. Just pay me, okay? I'll be gone on my way. I'll leave right away. I'll be miles from here. I'll leave you, I swear it. I'm broke. I can't bear it. I fear it. Just pay, and I will disappear. Get down on your knees, boy, and beg me. say please. And maybe I pay you, and maybe I won't. I drop to my knees. Please pay me, Bill, please. I'll leave if you do, but you're dead if you don't. The touch of hard metal, a rifle's cold muzzle in back of my head. And then Bill said, stay still. You move and you're dead. Who's behind me? I said. I pleaded, please pay me. Don't murder me, Bill. That doesn't make sense. This is just self-defense. I knew you was here, so I said, we try. Now shoot, Bill said. He looked over my head. I'm sick of this man, and I'm sick of his crap. I figure I'm dead, I said, turning on his head. He was standing there holding a gun. The girl stood there sad. Bill yelled at a man, they go, shoot these the ones, not get the job done. I'm sorry, granddaddy. She told him so sadly. Tears fell from the little girl's little brown eyes. I know that he's bad, but I can't kill my dad. Billy, those rumors you grounded were lies. While he was in jail, Lord, told the tall tale. Made sure that you heard that your daughter was dead. Figured you'd hear and never come here. Never come near black hair on her head. She dropped the old rifle. Hugged me so careful, so tiny, so pretty, so sweet. I looked up at Billy, his check, his money. I pushed her away, and I stood in defeat. Yes, since I've seen her, my beautiful daughter inherited riches. I pissed mine away. I hear that she lives with her husband and kids. Seems that I got me a visit to pay.
Lockwood! Love it, love it, love it, I love it. This next person that's coming up to the stage is somebody that I am incredibly proud of. I know you get tired of me saying the same thing, but I'm going to keep saying it until I get tired, which I'm not. Yeah, this artist in the making is one of what Bernice calls her old timers. Is an OG. She's been with URA from the very beginning, and she was when she first started with us, she couldn't get up in front of her own friends and colleagues and say her name without collapsing and crying and having a sheer panic attack. And it's been such a pleasure to watch this young woman grow into this really powerful artist that she's becoming. I mean, she went from not being able to state her name in front of a group of people to playing Tybalt in our adaptation of Romeo and Juliet. So please give it up for our dear friend and colleague, Jennifer.
All my life, I've wanted to be an actor. Hi, my name is Jennifer, and you're watching Disney Channel. But you want to know something? Even though I've never ended up a child actor, I've been acting my whole life. Acting like everything was fine when it's not. Acting like I'm okay when I'm not. Acting brave when I shouldn't be. Acting like I was safe when really I wasn't. I just realized something. Me and these kid actors have a lot more in common than I thought. We went through some similar trauma. It's always the people that are closest to you. For them, it was producers, directors, anybody working right next to them. For me, it was my field. It's Christmas Day 2004, one of the many encounters I've experienced with him. I can't wait to open my Christmas presents, guys. I'm gonna go get a tamale while we wait. I'll bring you some too. I'll be right back. Hey, shh. Hey, look at me. He licks his lips and he grabs his crotch. I'm back, guys. Here's the tamale. What I missed? That wasn't the first time it happened, but that's when he started to get more comfortable. Every Christmas, every Easter, every moment I know we were going to be in each other's presence, I get this reoccurring feeling of wanting to scream, wanting to escape, wanting to explode out of my own body. But since I kept this to myself, nothing could have been done about what was happening to me. I'm 12, 13. There he was again in front of me. I greet him like I greet all my friends do, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? He kissed me and threw his wet lips at me in my cheek. I'm disgusted. I hate that man. It's now the year 2007. I'm hanging with the family. My dad is getting the fire ready to grill. It smells amazing. Oh, hi, Theo. Suddenly, my day doesn't feel so okay. I'm gonna go watch TV inside, guys. Let me know when the food's ready. Sit inside on the couch. And follow me. Do you like me? I said, Theo, yeah. No, but do you like me? He walks away. Hey, Cassie, can I walk over? All right, cool. I'll be there in a sec. Hey, Jen, what's up? What's wrong? Bitch, don't tell me you're pregnant. What's going on? Wait, your uncle did what? Well, why don't you tell your parents? You gotta say something. You want me to help you say something? Are you sure? No, please don't say anything. I don't want to say anything. I just want to be here at your house until he leaves my house. Is that okay? Okay, cool. Thank you. So what do you want to do? Another year has gone by, and it's a week before Christmas. Hey, Mia, what are you doing? Nothing, Dad. Just chilling, hanging out. You want to go help your mom wrap some gifts so we could be ready for next week? Yeah, I'll go help her. Actually, Dad, I don't want to go to his house anymore. He makes me uncomfortable. All my life, I've been scared to speak up. In my head, all these moments that happened, all I could think of was, yet, no words could come out of my mouth. I always froze, but this time feels different. I feel the words coming out of my mouth, and I finally say something. I feel it relief, but for some reason, I still feel so awful. It's okay. I'm safe now. It's the year 2024, and I feel the need to bring up the topic again. Hey, Dad, can I ask you a few questions about what happened to me the time I finally told you about everything? I know it's a little personal, And I know we haven't talked about it since, but I just want to ask you a few questions. Yeah, Mija, let's talk about it. Mm. Well, when you started crying that day and telling me why you didn't want to spend Christmas at that house, what comes to my head is I think it was more the fact that it happened to you and your sister, and I was just wondering why, and I didn't understand why. And I'm just glad that you guys had the confidence to talk to me and your mother about it. I felt angry, I felt frustrated that I wasn't there, and mad at the fact that they used me being disabled and slow as an excuse, and the fact that they know why no one in the family was going over and they knew that he was doing those things to other kids, they still allowed us. And the kids, they still allowed them to be in the house without saying anything or making us aware of what he does. So I was mad at the whole family. I'm glad you're strong enough to tell us, and I just want you to know that you're never alone. You're never alone. And I want you to know that you always have us to protect you, whether it be your mom, me, your sister, your brothers. The one thing we have in this family is no matter how mad we get each other, we'll drop it, stand up for each other no matter the situation. I wish I watched for you more. I mean, you guys were with your cousins or family. I mean, it's pretty tough that you're still safe and like everyone's in a good place, and to realize you're actually not. That it's not your fault, right? No, it's not. The thing is, I want you to know it's not your fault. As humans, we're all taught by society to feel shame and speak up upon these horrific actions. But really, we aren't the ones who should be shamed. It's the ones who harm us in those ways when we can't defend ourselves. We need to speak up for ourselves, and we need to speak up for those that speak up for themselves. We got to speak up for each other. You know that man got shot 6 times? I know that didn't satisfy me. That didn't make me feel good. But you know what will satisfy me? For anyone here who has endured what I have experienced, to know that your truth matters. I believe you.
Congratulations, Jim.
So proud. I think we all need to take a collective breath. Up next to the stage is a really really talented young man who just started playing with us this semester. He we're very fortunate that our program, our little program, is growing in popularity. It's growing in recognition, and so we've gotten to the point where we have to hold auditions. And from the many auditions that we saw over the course of 3 days, this next performer just totally wowed us, and we offered him a slot in the program, and we're hoping that through Bernice and the work that she's doing, she might see a possibility for him to collaborate with URA. Please give it up for Saul Rodriguez. Fuck this, man. I can't anymore. I'm a loser. I don't deserve to be here anymore. I can't believe I finally got you to this point. Man, this shit is funny and pathetic as fuck.
You know how long I've been waiting for this moment? It took me your whole life telling you shit like, you're a dumbass, fight side yourself kid who will never get good CST scores. I learned English in elementary. In middle school, telling you that you're a fat little fucker and that I can see your titties and love handles popping out of your shirt. And when you got to high school, telling you that nobody wants to kick it with you because your skinny ass is a tryhard. With no friends, because you don't know who you are, your identity. You want to be everybody but you. You want to be those confident paisa kids who bump loud as corridos with their speaker hanging from their backpack. ¿Qué onda, güey? Puro pinche Puebla y Jalisco la verga. Hey, fuck class. This bitch, I'm not la verga. You want to be those tough masculine cholos and mad dog somebody and say, "What's up, homie? Why you dogging me, fool? What's up? You want to swing or what?" Yeah, that's right, homie. You walk away, pussy. You want to be one of those quiet, mysterious kids who are all black and then t-shirts because they're going through actual deathly shit and express it through their art. You really thought you could continue to push me away and keep on going without facing me? I'm always in your mind, dog. You think with your bitch ass prayers, little walks and bike rides, talking to yourself is gonna work out? You think what you're going through is so fucking grave, you fucking bitch. The only thing you really want and desire every day is to get high, eat, beat your meat, and sleep. Lame ass vato. You got no confidence. You put on a different personality every day. You're a big ass people pleaser. A big ass facade. Fuck you, Dean. What you're saying is true, man. You're describing the person I am right now. But I don't want to be like this forever. I want to feel better, secure about myself. But you keep coming back. You take over my mind. Because I'm the real you, fool. I know. And it sounds weird as fuck. But I like how you make me feel. Hey, let me take you over. Let me take you to the strip club and spend money on those VIPs you love so much. Let me make you go out and drink. Make you drive buzzed as fuck. Because you like it, right? It's fun. You got me fucked up in all types of ways, man. You make me feel insecure. I look at myself in the mirror and I want to rip my face off. You tell me to punch myself and leave bruises on my chest. I tried something out, and you stop my consistency because you say I'm tired, I'm lazy. Bust another nut, smoke real quick. But I know what you're doing. You know what this feels like? This feels like I'm a chained animal. You're keeping me alive by feeding me good moments in my life, making me feel like everything's all right. And then you pull me right back down, where you like to see me confused, in pain. Where did you come from? That's like asking what came first, the chicken or the egg. Honestly, I can't tell you, but I don't want to.
I've had chats like that. Sober too. Amazing, amazing. This next performer is very near and dear to my heart. She is not just a friend; she is a sister. She is our daughter's godmother. She is chosen family. She's somebody that has watched the evolution of me as an artist, and I am just so privileged to be able to reciprocate that today in her journey as a full-fledged artist. Please give a warm welcome to Graciela Rodriguez.
In 92, I first drew blood. A tumultuous time in LA's embrace. Riots and drive-bys, a grimly normalized space. Fishburne Avenue, my initial abode in Bell, where some found hell, yet for me a haven where stories I'd weave to tell. Heliotrope, my new home, for 13 long years, a heaven's grace, until eviction, tears cascaded in a sudden collective case. Mommy stalwart with royal prestige, Avon and food stamps should rely to provide. Yet Papi's visits, fleeting hours beneath the somber sky. Unaware I was, a judge's judgment through court's decree, separation of concealed flow. Big sisters, guardians of silence, seems at best that I don't know why Papi wouldn't come home. Poverty's cloak shot in my days till Cypress College's door opened up. Counselors' tears, a torrent of concern, shifts my burden to explore. Sweetheart, why so many tears? And she queried, and eyes filled with fear. Can't your parents lend a hand? Your scholarly path isn't clear. Gifted, they labeled me. Yet academia's embrace an elusive charm, unlike Janet, my big sister, whose escape found solace in learning's harm. My sister is a UCLA graduate. Her journey is my beacon, casting shadows of doubt. For me, the path seemed fraught with whispers of barren routes. Shh. No hope for Gracie. Theater's funny. A private shop. Yet within me, a flame flickers, dispelling shadows of doubt, numb perhaps in self-defense. Yet intellect's light does shine. Though poverty's grip, a mental strain, a burden not benign. Fight or flight, a constant companion, shadows lurking near, easily startled, inviting the insides of my thoughts racing in a relentless fear. I'm yearning for stillness, for safety, and serenity in life's turbulent riot. Shit, I'm not a victim, but a victor on the lack mentality diet. What does expensive mean? It means it costs a lot of money. Stop asking for things and stop being a pediche. My friends tell me I'm rich because I bring the big box of Crayolas to school. Whoa, that one has a sharpener in the back. Oh, and it has like other skin colors too. Yeah, my dad said that I can get anything I want. Maybe I am rich. I get to go on shopping sprees at Paya's before school starts. And the lady at the cash register puts all of our things in the big orange bag to put all the clothes that I choose. Papi, can we go to golf and stuff? No. No empieces a chingar, mija. Estoy muy cansada. Ah. Richard! Oh, chingona! Yay! My daddy never tells me no. He just has to smoke a cigarette and think about it sometimes. My sister Nora also never tells me no. She says I'm her princess. And every time we go to her job, superior! The market where we buy food, she always takes me to see the forklift she drives. She doesn't drive a car, but somehow knows how to drive a forklift. A forklift is that thingy that looks like a fork car. And it carries all those flat wood boxes, and then you put more boxes, and then they lift them really high up in the stores. I know because I get to go to the mandado, and she always takes me to the back to meet her friends from Superior. We stay like that every time she walks through the door because we're proud that Although she doesn't have a driver's license, she drives a forklift. Sometimes I like to imagine that she does wheelies on it. Anyway, I always bring snacks to share with my friends because we fill up 2 carts when we go to the grocery store. My mommy says, "Mija, vamos a ir a la market. Te voy a dar estas estampillas, ¿ok? Don't lose these stamps. Acuérdate que no pidas juguetes o nada que no sea comida. We can only buy food with these." We had so much money. We had different colors of it. Most people just have the regular old boring ones, the green ones, but we had the brown kind, we had the reddish kind, a bluish one, and oh, my favorite, the purple one. But my mommy only let me use the brown kind. I don't know why. And then when my mommy needed more of the regular boring green ones, she would trade some of these colorful ones with the neighbor next door. When we are done shopping, we would take the free little bus back home that said "Superior" on the side. We would take up all the space all the time. My favorite things to buy were cookie crisps and the big bag of Doritos because when we would get home, we'd get a big bowl with sour cream and tapatio and yuca, and we would sit on the couch and watch Ricky Lake. Go Ricky, go Ricky, Jerry. We'll be back with America's Most Wanted. My friends always wanted to come over and see where I lived, so I had a big break sleepover. I'm so excited to go to Grace's party. I bet she has a big closet because she has nice clothes. I heard she has 2 easy things. Right? Those stop. Hey everyone, welcome to my sleepover. My living room turns into a bedroom at night, and me and my 5 sisters sleep here. This couch is called the David. The David. Anyway, I can pull out the bottom, and it turns into a bed. I don't know what Nickelodeon is, but I have channel 28 PBS Kids. There's bugs walking on the wall. Oh yeah, I like to scare them at night by turning on the lights really fast, and then they run through. We call them my little puka friends. What? Oh, you don't have them at your house. Dear Dad, when I grow up, my dream is to be very, very, very rich because my sleepover made me realize that I'm poor. And stupid Abby said that I have real money. We have welfare money. What is that? And then Stinky Michelle said that that is not even a good brand. She said that she thought I shopped at Justice, Mervyn's, or Robinson's Maid. One day, I'm going to live in a big, beautiful house with a pool in the back. Those mansions we drive by on our way to golf and stuff. And I will have real pets. Not freaking bugs I have to scare at night. This is my promise to myself. Watching. My sister is the UCLA graduate. Her journey is my peak. Casting shadows of doubt for me. Paths seem a little fraught. The very routes. Oh, for grace. Theater's falling. Prepare to shout. Yet within me a flame flickers, dispelling shadows of doubt. Numb, yeah, perhaps. In self-defense, yet intellect's light does shine within me. Though poverty's grip, a mental strain, a burden not benign. Fight or flight, a constant companion, shadows lurking near, easily startled and I'm biting the insides of my cheeks, thoughts racing in a relentless fear. I'm yearning for stillness, God. Love, safety, and serenity in life's turbulent ride. Shit, I'm not a victim, but a victor of the lack mentality.
Before we go, two things. True Story is back May 12th, a regular one. Hopefully, some of our new friends will join us in future events. On May 4th, we open to play. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're a bit under construction here. We're converting the space into a set for a play called Two Stop that was the winner of the Los Angeles New Play Project grant in 2022, along with another play called Pang Spa, both written by one of our company members, David Yohan Kim. He is a two-time grant winner. It's crazy. In the same year. And so Chalk Rep and ourselves are producing both of these plays, Two Stop and Pang Spa. So we're converting this into a Korean market during the 92 riots. So please check out our website, estlosangeles.org, and you can find that information about that. And then True Stories back on the 12th, and the theme is going to be the comeback. Baby, gonna come back. Maybe I have to talk to Blunt about that. Alex, you think you might come back?
Yeah, I think I might come back right
Yeah. I'm surprised. All right.
now. So this is an excerpt from my latest solo show that I've been developing. It's titled Freeway Free, Part 1. Back in the journey. You see, my dad's favorite threat to use on me when I was a kid was, si no te portas bien, te voy a mandar a comer mierda en Guatemala. So naturally, I grew up with this disdain towards the country that birthed me. Get caught ditching in school, I'm gonna send you to Guatemala. Show up past 11 when I was just 11, and ass whooping, followed by Guatemala. When Dad found out that I had gotten my first tattoo at 12 of my mother's name, he sat and made me rub salt using lime halves in a futile attempt to remove the ink from my scrawny right arm. All the while, he smoked Marlboro Reds and held a hot iron with his free hand, periodically yelling at me, "You should better come off, ain't it? You think I'm playing with you this time, but I'm tired of your shit." Maybe once you're in Guatemala, you'll realize how fortunate you were to be here. Because even though we are poor, we have a roof over our heads, clothes on our backs, frijoles are always in the refrigerator, and you get to go to school instead of having to sell wife like your grandmother. That day, he even drove me all the way to LAX. He parked the car and forced me to walk just outside the entrance of the terminal. I'd rather send you back to Guatemala and watch you waste your potential and end up becoming some fucking cholo and criminal. Go ahead, walk inside so we can buy you a ticket for the next flight to Guate. Start crying. Oh, I'm not teaching it well, ¿verdad? Oh, you weren't crying when you decided to get your mother's name tattooed on you, did you? Huh? You don't want to cry when you sneak out on the street to go fuck around with your friends, huh? Oh, it's because you know that I'm outside late because I'm rehearsing at the church choir, ¿verdad? I said, don't start crying now. Honestly, I don't know what I have to do to get you to see the sacrifices your mother and I have made so that you can have a chance at the American dream, mijo. Here, you can be anything you want. You can be anyone you choose. This is the great country of opportunity because even without papeles, you can make something of yourself. What then? It's so much harder to do anything because there are no resources like they are here. You need to decide right now, if you want to keep being a Capitano, then I can't have you out there. You're gonna end up dead. Yeah, guess what, mijo? Those little friends of yours that you admire so much and will give you sips of beer and liquor and are teaching you how to smoke, don't give a fuck about you. Shit hits the fan, mijo. And you're standing tall before the man and no one can save you. These friends of yours, they're gonna evaporate. So what's it gonna be, huh? You wanna go inside and buy a ticket so that you can go back to Guatemala? Or do you want to start behaving and listening to what I am asking you to do and focus on your studies and going to school? Um, yeah, so my mom, she was 16. She brought me over here. I was like 6 or 7 months old. I grew up in the whole, no rider movement because the art had a lot to do with our culture. So, that's what inspired me to like take pride in la cultura. So, yeah, I was 16, 17 at the most. I had become a permanent resident through my parents, finally, And growing up in Oakland, I never really got into trouble. I started school and everything, and I started working, warehouse jobs. It was until I was like 23. I was 24. I was living with my girlfriend at the time, and my girlfriend, she passed away because she had a stroke. Challenge, like she was, my age, like 24 at the time, and so what happened is something, something kind of snapped inside of me, and I didn't know, but at the time, I was with her for 5 years already, and I didn't know how to deal with, like her death, there was really like no counseling, like no doctors, everything that wasn't available, so like long story short, like I kind of fell into drinking and kind of fell into like self-medicating myself, to like deal with it, And 3 months later, I ended up in prison, and I stole, um, $300, right? I ended up getting 12 years, doing 85%. Yeah, no, it was over $300. It, it was a robbery. Like I said, I had fallen into drugs and alcohol. So, in order to support my habit, committed a I committed a robbery. I got caught. So, it was armed robbery. So, I did 11 years with that 12-year sentence because I got sentenced to 85%, and I did it in California State Prison. They had me all over the place. And at some point when California was crowded, they ended up sending me to Arizona to a private prison. And then that's when the federal government told California that it was illegal practice because they were supposed to be reducing the number of inmates due to the overcrowding, And but instead they were hiding private prisons and they were warehousing us. Basically they were like just sticking us in like these little cells and shit. And kind of hiding us in different states. First of all, I take full responsibility for what I did. I never to try to point the finger and say, oh, it was because of this or it was because of that. Like I take full responsibility for what I did. And luckily, I never, I didn't hurt nobody. I never hurt nobody in the process because there was no violence. But they said there was the threat of violence, right? You follow me? So there was no violence, but they're saying that there was a threat of violence, which to me it doesn't make any sense because either there was violence or no violence. anyways, they told me that that I didn't qualify for like a bunch of programs, you know, like to like rehabilitate, for example, camps and things like that, because they said that because I was convicted of a violent crime, right? So they had me bouncing around from prison to prison, you know, because you know the overcrowd. So eventually, I landed in Arizona. They made that into an illegal practice, and then they sent me back to California, and then they finally said, you know, we're gonna send you to fire camp. And I was like, that really confused me. And I was like, wait a minute, like you're over here telling me that I don't qualify for any programs because I'm considered a violent felon, but now you're telling me that I'm not violent enough, so I can go to fire camp. Fire camp. So fire camp is a program, you know, and in the California State Prison through Cal Fire. So basically, you're living in a camp outside of prison along the Cal Firefighter, and you're basically a firefighter. So you know, you go through the whole firefighter training, and once you're a certified firefighter, they send you out to all the fires. You know, out in the wildlife. Like they're not like structured fires; they're like fires out in the forest and stuff like that. So for 3 years, you know, I was in the fire camp system. So yeah, you know, I was a firefighter for 3 whole years. And when the fires were really bad in California, I was out there, man, like on the front lines, you know, and that was 10 years ago, around 2011, I want to say. Yeah, I'm a firefighter. You know, can you believe that shit? Yeah, you know, fire camp, first thing they make you do is sign a will. And the reason they do that, they tell you like nothing is gonna happen to you, but pretty much you have to sign a will, leaving your belongings and things to somebody. And if you die fighting fire, you get a firefighter funeral and not an inmate funeral. If you're on a fire, they pay you $1 an hour. But if you're not on a fire, they'll pay you shit. So when I got out of prison, I had like what $700 saved up from my family. And the crazy thing, right, is that when anybody paroles in prison, they give you what's called escape money. Like money to get home, money for for food, for transportation, clothes, whatever, you know. And they give you like $200. But since I was gonna get deported, California said, you know, we're not gonna give you nothing. So I was halfway through my sentence. ICE came to see me when I was in prison, and they pretty much told me that because I committed a felony when during the time that I was a permanent resident, they were going to take my papers away. They were trying to get me to sign my papers over at that time, but I refused to sign my papers over, you know. But then they were like, like finally my parole, it was time for me to get paroled, and ICE came to pick me up, and ICE took me, and it's weird, man. It's weird because like they came and they picked me up, and they took me to like this facility that was undercover, and it was a residential, like all straight like residential, like an area in the outskirts of Sacramento. And it was hidden and nobody knew that they were there. The cars, they were like unmarked, so nobody knew ICE was there, So I got processed there and then they sent me to an immigration holding facility somewhere in Sacramento County. And I was there for about, I want to say 3 or 2 months, pretty much everyone was getting deported. It didn't matter what kind of crime you had. And see, the funny thing, homie, is that I got deported during the Obama administration. So pretty much anyone that was fighting their case was losing their case. And at that time, I had done 11 years, and I didn't really feel like doing 3 more. So, knowing that I was still gonna get deported, so I signed my papers over, and they deported me right away to Tijuana. I've been here ever since. And that was like 7 years ago.
Check out our website. There's so much going on, and we'd love to have you back. Thanks so much.